So my name is Seth. You guys may know me because of my M4, or you might just know me because of me. I just want to try this YouTube thing because I've been at home, been bored, and like I always keep procrastinating it for say like 3 years now. Because I could have documented this whole build of this car, but I'm a scaredy cat for real. But yeah, with this channel I just plan on like, it depends on what you guys want to see. Like I can talk a lot about this car and like all the memories I've had with it, or I can show you my day-to-day life of what a 20-year-old that's unemployed does and drives this.
At the postseason, we at the lows, wristed like Chris, Cartier stones. Lil' baby lit, I'ma take her home. Pounds on tip, we on the road. Look, we don't go.
And right here is my 2016 BMW M4 F83. This is my pride and joy. I've had this car for almost 3 years now, and I got it when I was 18 after I graduated high school, and it came a long way. It used to be lifted on 20-inch BBSs, and it's had different setups over, say 2022 was like the year this car shined. This car was a big learning curve for me because one, I didn't know anything about stance. Two, I didn't know anything about BMWs because I'm a Mustang guy. My other car is a 2003 Ford Mustang Cobra, and as soon as I seen these cars, I just fell in love with them. M4s and M3s, never knew I was gonna get a Vert. Backstory on the Vert, my uncle right here, Bawani Jagmohan, unfortunately he passed away in a hardtop Vert, so I got this car to honor him because he's put me on to almost like everything that I love now, like JDM and drift-wise, and I was like a big inspiration for this car. But yeah, starting in 2022 is when this car started getting like clout, quote-unquote clout. It was bagged on BBS CHR2s, two-piece. They're 20s, they're huge. Car had chrome tint, and that was like my TikTok era. That's when the car started blowing up, and I've met a lot of cool friends through it, like Born to Die. I also have a Fair Dime banner on there. Met all the homies, and then after that setup, I had stocks. I had 437Ms, and I had this vision in my head one night, like I was dreaming, and I was like, what if I got front tilt and then stretch on like some stocks? So I was like, you know what, let me do it. It took me so long to figure out how to get front tilt on these cars. I hate F-chassis cars, they're stupid. Everyone runs rear camber because it's the cheapest thing to do. I also have rear arms, but like rear camber's not my thing. I like to slide my car, but I have full SPL, like everything in the front end, like my lowers, caster arms, end links, everything, tie rod ends. It's annoying. Too much money I spent just for -7. But the car popped out right before my birthday. It was bagged on 437s. It was running -7 up front. Took it to Daytona for my birthday and filmed a video leaving a car wash. And that video blew up, and everyone loved that video. I love that video too. It's my favorite video. And then I'm gonna take the crown for running 437s because I haven't seen anyone else rock 437s like I did. It's not being cocky, it's just facts because no one's done it. And then after the 437s, I sold those. No, I traded them plus cash for some Graham lights. They're 18s, and the car was still bagged. And I don't know why I had a 45 sidewall on the tire, and I messed up my fender airing out one time right here. That's literally like the only imperfection besides like all the rock chips on my front end because I used to drive this car a lot. But I gotta get that fixed. That like irks my soul a lot. And then after the Graham lights, I sold those, and my boy Steven, he also has a F83. I told him to get one. It's white, so he's the same spec as mine. He had his stocks, so I ran those for a little bit. And like the same week I sold my Graham lights, my boy Coop Chris in Cali listed his wheels for sale, these rats. And I never bought wheels from like not in Florida. So that was a learning curve. And I got these wheels, they came in. And that same weekend that I had the 437s on, my bag started having issues. And I was at Daytona driving around with like my garage air compressor in the back. It was super annoying, couldn't air out. And sold the bags to my boy Kyle, the owner of Fear of Dying. And that same week, my boy in Georgia, Fleewan, listed up these brand new Broadways for sale. I was like, dang, it's a sign. So got my dream wheels. Since I started building this car, I've always wanted rats. Before, everyone started wanting them, and now, yes, they're super overplayed. Like I'm picky when it comes to like what cars run rats and like if I like it or not. But like at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. And then, boom, the car was sitting in my garage for like, honestly, like a week. It wasn't long. Took out the bags one night, installed the coils, same like other night. And my fitment was atrocious because of my SPL lowers. So I had to pull bottom camber out from there. I had to slot my top hat, so now it's just top camber. And right now it's at like 6.5 in the front. And my goal was 10, but like these wheels are too wide and the offset is like negative, so I can't really do anything until I get like different wheels. But yeah, this car is full bolt-on, custom tuned. It makes around like 530, 540 to the wheel. It is on 19 by 11 -5 wide rat zingers in the front and a 19 by 10 plus 0 in the rear. I'd run reverse because big brakes in the front. Got my Slide Shop sticker right here. It has Shakira orange interior. It's fully loaded besides extended leather, which is like the leather dash, but like I don't really care about that. Neck warmers. Let me pop the hood. It's super dirty right now. I've just been dailying it. This car has 101,000 miles on the chassis as of right now. I've driven this car too much, so I've had so much fun with it, so like it doesn't really matter. Bought the car in 2020. It was at 39,000 miles, listed for 37 grand, and then got it out the door like around in the 40s. And since 2020, it's up to 101 right now, and the motor has been swapped by the previous owner at BMW because he drove through a puddle. So my motor has like 20k miles less than what's on the chassis. So right now the motor's at 80k. So yeah, right here looks stock. I have VRSF front mount intakes right here. They sound insane. I have a Chinese downpipe. I got no fender liner right there because these wheels are too big. But yeah, this car used to be bagged. It was on Airlift 3P with Flyer Slim struts. I loved it, but I kept running into random issues. So I sold it to my boy, and then he fixed the issue. It was a $3 fix. Kind of salty, but like it's whatever. The car is more reliable now. And like I haven't had time to like drive it and like slide it because I've been having issues with fitting these big wheels. But like I got it sorted, I guess. But yeah, so the car has, like, it's a dining car from factory. It has like heat exchanger upgraded, almost like everything in this car is dining. So I lucked out. It has like, when I first bought it, it had like 12 grand in parts just here. And I sold some, like I sold my intakes, I had carbon fiber intakes, sold my exhaust, and I didn't sell it. I got traded and I got ripped off. So I just sold the one that I got. Gonna do a single exit on this car. Car does have clear tails. I think I was the first one to pop out with the clear tails on this car. And then I put my boy Jayco on. That's it. Trunk. I used to never have a trunk because of the bags. And now I don't have trunk because of static things. I have wood, tools, jack stand, Supreme Air Forces, 4s. I have a old compressor that's still on my mat. Ignore that, Twisted T. And what else? Car has PSM side skirts. Basically, I've knocked out like almost every like maintenance required on this car. I only got 2 things left, which is my crank hub. But I've driven this car for so long and driven it so hard, and I haven't had any crank hub issues. I just feel like you just gotta know how to drive the car and you're good. And then I also need to replace my coolant reservoir tank because it's leaking. But like it's been cool out in Florida, so like my car really hasn't gotten hot. And with the the heat exchanger, like everything's cool. But yeah, my goals with this channel, I really want to like show people like my day-to-day. Like it's not only cars, but like if you guys only want to see cars, like I can only show cars. But like I have cool friends that took me a long time to find, so like we used to be having fun. Don't really do a lot of car stuff, but we just all drive cool cars, I guess. I think I'm gonna go home, edit all this together. I got some clips I'm gonna edit on CapCut, and I'm gonna post on my Instagram and see. Hopefully get some love. If not, I'm just gonna keep grinding it, because like why not? Like YOLO, I guess. Yep, this is the overview of my channel and what I want to do with the channel, and overview of my M4. Let me know if there's more things you guys want me to talk about or go over with these cars. You guys have any questions about them? The one thing I'm not gonna go over is my clear tails. You guys gotta figure that out for yourself. I'm also gonna get an exhaust clip because this car sounds pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna sound good because like these cars sound terrible, but it's just Chinese downpipe, and then second cat delete, stock mid pipe. I don't really want to get a mid pipe because this one's already flat, and I already gone through the hassle of making this one flat while driving the car, and I don't really want to do that again because it's annoying and I'm gonna get stuck everywhere. But yeah, and this has no axle back at all.
Back when I roll, burn up my 9 my cologne. Gulfstream G5, not a drone.